Because a man who is not spiritual, a woman who is not spiritual, can become a beast. You'll be shocked the things that he will do if he's not very spiritual, if he's not very prayerful, or he's not very dedicated to God. So marriage is the background. Marriage is the background. Most of divorces that are going on can be averted if the background, if the individuals will recognize and confront the background, not the person. Your spouse is not your enemy.
They say it all the time.
All the time. Your spouse is not your enemy. Your spouse is your teammate. Your spouse is a teammate. And many times when people are not spiritual, or they are not consistent with God, or they are not dedicated to the things of God, the enemy takes advantage of them. And then they change. They change. So we want to talk about how you can identify it, pick it up, confront it quickly. Because I was talking to one of my daughters this morning, my spiritual daughters this morning, and they are going through their own little crisis. And I said, when the background is fighting your husband, or when the background is fighting your wife, when they come from background, you know that the background are all kinds of stuff. There are all kinds of stuff. There are generational patterns in the background. There are curses in the background. There are witchcraft in the background. There are spirit husbands and spirit wives in the background. There are all kinds of stuff, all kinds of demonic stuff, high level demonic stuff from the background. They are spirit like father like son, and like mother like daughter spirit. They are cycles, or they are inherited baggages. They are inherited bondages in the background. All these things are in the background. They are in the background. So if the enemy wants to fight, they are wrong foundation in the background. They are wrong name dedication in the background. So if the enemy wants to attack you and me, they go through the background. And the Bible says if the foundation be destroyed, the foundation. The enemy goes through the foundation. If they want to access our lives, access our marriages, they go through the foundation. They check the background and they see the open door in the background. When they see the open door in the background, the enemy access our lives, access marriages through the background, because the enemy uses legal access, and the legal access is the background door. It may be the background, as we said before. It may be the background may be a polygamous family, or a family of abuse, a family of witchcraft, a lot of witchcraft. Generational curses, or spirit husband and wife. The background, So if the person is in church, a person can even be in church. If the person is not accountable or under mentorship or very prayerful, the background can resurrect. When the background resurrects, the background can attack the person. All of a sudden, the background, we have seen pastors, we have seen leaders in the body of Christ who are doing very well. I don't want to mention names because it's not healthy. You see pastors that are doing very, very well. God bless ladies, you. Very, very well. All of a sudden, you realize that there's a homosexual spirit that will manifest to the man of God after pastoring 10,000 people, 20,000 people. Why? Because the background was there. There was a door that was open. You understand? And one thing about the demonic, when you're dealing with the demonic, is that demons don't leave you because you stopped it. When there is a covenant, when there is an open door in the background, the enemy would nail through that. Maybe when you were young, you used to be a homosexual, or used to do all kinds of funny stuff, and then you stopped it. You stopped it, but you didn't close that door. That door was not shut with prayer. That door was not shut. So you grew up, and most of the attacks that come into our marriages attack us at the eve of breakthrough. They attack us at the prime of our lives. Attack us when the marriage is settled a little bit, when you are growing a little bit, and then the enemy attacks. The background attacks. When they attack, all of a sudden, there's a lot of mess. So we want to talk about how do you redeem a man or woman from the grip of the enemy when the enemy has stolen them. All right. Yeah. So what are some of the signs? Some of the signs that the person is under manipulation? Because we spoke about it, that when a person is under demonic manipulation, they don't see anything wrong with their life. You the person that is praying for them. Hey, Pastor Peter, God bless you. Lady Janet, God bless you. When a person is under a demonic manipulation, they don't see anything wrong with them. They see that no, nothing wrong with me. You know,
they don't see that they're acting strange.
They don't see that they're acting strange. They don't, say, hey man, it's your attitude, girl, you gotta change, man, you gotta change. I can deal with that. No, it's not. When a man or woman is under demonic witchcraft or voodoo or whatever manipulation, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what they're doing. Their mind is under attack, and then they begin to act funny. Lady Nana Amankwa.
Hey, you owe me a phone call, and you owe me, so make sure you get in touch. Amen. And as we are saying, there are two kinds of manipulation. There are two kinds of manipulation. The first manipulation is when a spouse or when a fiancé or a fiancé go to see juju or an occultic person to have access, to the spouse, and there are some men or women who say, I want to be able to control my wife. I want to be able to control my husband. So they go and see the voodoo, the juju, the palm readers and all that. And they give them charms, so that they can manipulate their spouse. So all of a sudden, their spouse changes.
Yeah.
And there are ones that are coming from the background, as my husband was saying. There are ones that are coming from the background, from demonic manipulations and witchcraft and occultic and how do you call it, generational curses and marine spirit and all that. So it's either you are being manipulated demonically, either from a background or or you are being manipulated under a spell. So it's very important that we understand this, but mostly it comes from the background.
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, it comes from the background. And as we are saying, when a person is being manipulated, all of a sudden they become strange. They change. And when they change, to them, they feel there is nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
And even when you go ahead to tell them that, oh, you have changed, as we are saying, the abnormals become abnormal.
Yeah, the abnormal become abnormal. Especially when parents are into witchcraft and the daughters are not, or fathers are into witchcraft and daughters are not. There were 18 of the high-level demonic altars in the family and all of that. When they change, they don't see anything wrong with them. All of a sudden, you realize that they are either quick-tempered, they get angry like that. They get everything get on their nerves. They are
easily get offended.
They get angry, and then they easily get offended, and then the enemy develop pride in them. Because anytime the enemy wants to destroy a couple or a husband or a wife, they plant pride. The pride makes it very difficult to correct them. That's me. He said, oh no, that's my life. And I've not changed. This is how I am. I say I'm not going to go to church, okay? I'm not going to church. I just want to take some time off and relax a little bit. All of a sudden you realize that they start drinking, or all of a sudden they start womanizing. All of a sudden they start getting angry about everything. The things of God, the things you see them watching on the internet are strange things. You realize that their appetite has changed. When the background or there's a demonic attack upon a spouse, their lifestyle changes, their appetite changes, their behavior changes, they get angry quickly, they are very proud, they're very controlling, and they're very defensive.
I like that word, very defensive.
No, that's me, man. Leave me alone. A woman, I said, leave me alone. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't feel like having sex with you. I don't feel like coming home. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay? Yeah. So, but they're under manipulation. They're under manipulation. They start acting strange. They start acting very, very stupid. They start acting very crazy. All right. So the background of fighting, and there are some of the things that married couples go through are not counseling issues. They are not counseling issues. You can counsel them for a week, and then they will change for about 3 days, but they are not counseling issues. They will go back to it because the background is pulling. Somebody is sitting on the marriage. Somebody is manipulating the man. Somebody has given the man some food, and the man has changed. Somebody is working through the woman. The woman has changed. Leave me alone. All right, leave me alone. I don't want to do it. Leave me alone. I don't feel like coming home. That's my life. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't care what you do. You can also do whatever you want to do. I'm sick and tired of it. All of a sudden you realize that the statement become separation, divorce. I'm tired. I want to get out. Live my life for me. So when you, the one that is spiritual or the one that is prayerful, see what is going on, you don't confront them when they are going through the background like that. All right. And what's the sign of the background?
and it's so amazing that all these changes is just sudden.
Yeah, sudden.
You know, all of a sudden they swap, all of a sudden they change. So the husband that is sweet, the husband that is loving, you know, he comes from work one day. Why? Because it is working. Yeah. And what the enemy does is that when they are working on you, they work on you gradually. Yeah. But when it's happening, it happens suddenly. They take their time to work on you gradually. But when the effect is about to happen, it takes place suddenly. So a husband can be at home, leave in the morning, so sweet and so loving, and it's like, oh, I'm going to call you so that we go for lunch and all that. And then he comes from, all of a sudden he's changed. You know, you say hi, so leave me alone.
I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, and all of a sudden his attitude changes. Yeah. He doesn't want to eat. He doesn't want to sleep. And then you realize that from that day onwards, it becomes like that. You know, so when you see things like that, it's a sign that something is wrong. Yeah. You don't want to take it for granted. Amen. You don't want to take it for granted, and you don't want to assume that it is normal. You don't want to assume that there is nothing wrong with the person. You have to immediately take action.
There are issues that happens in marriages that are a result of the man is stressed out, or the man doesn't have money, or the man is not in a place where he wants to be, or the woman is going through a cycle, or she's emotionally going through some deals like that. But there are issues.
Some deals like
there are issues that there are practical issues that we go through. Human beings go through. We change, and we But there are issues that when the wife or husband is going through, you realize that this is too strange. This is not normal. This one is demonic. This one, somebody is sitting on this guy. Somebody is planting. There's a demonic planting that, he's acting just like his father. He's acting the way the father did and died prematurely. The way the mother did and got divorced. He's acting just like him. The pattern is repeating itself. There's a demonic pattern in the family. And in their family that is repeating itself. That is why anytime you want to do your husband a favor, or you want to do your wife a favor, you always must deal with the background. You must deal with the background, especially when the parents are into witchcraft, or especially when there's a strong witchcraft in the family, or there's a strong altar in the family, or there's a strong chieftaincy in the family. There are things that in the family that you check it. The men are all like that. They all are addicted to smoking weed. They all have a certain funny lifestyle, or the women have the funny lifestyle. You gotta check it. 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 Anytime you are praying, you want to deal with those things that are in the background. Don't say that, oh, we've been married for 30 years, we've been married for 15 years, we've been married for 10 years, and I know my husband. You can know your husband. The background demons don't get tired.
They work overnight.
They work overnight.
Over time.
The enemy wants to strike, and they want to strike and separate the family. And Satan goes to the background to make sure that he have access into the marriage, have access into the life of the children, so that he can be able to molest and destroy the children. So what do you do? What do we do when you realize that your husband or your wife you love dearly is acting strange?
How do you help them?
How do you help them? And the thing you don't want to do, the thing you don't want to do, ever want to do, when your husband is acting strange, or your wife is acting strange, and you realize that this is beyond counseling, this is beyond we need to talk, this is a stronghold.
I like that. This is beyond we need to talk, because sometimes we feel that, oh, let's talk things over. You wake him up in the middle of the night, oh honey, get up, we need to talk, we need to talk. You have a lengthy talk, but at the end of the day, the person goes back to the same thing. Just by daybreak, you're like, I thought we just talked, So you realize that it's way beyond talking. My goodness.
So when you realize like that, it's not an issue it's not an issue of one of the things you don't want to ever do is that you don't want to ever get into physical confrontation with them. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Meaning that he's talking, you are talking. She's talking, you are talking. You have changed. You have changed. And so what? I have changed.
That is me. People change.
People change. And that is me. I have changed. We are growing, so we got to change. You get what I'm saying? When you confront them through just conversation and through words, you lose them, because they don't even know what they are doing. And when the enemy strikes, they attack the mind.
I like that.
And when they attack the mind,